Joe, many congratulations, an absolute demolition job of Damon Heta. Looks like you thoroughly enjoyed that up there.
Yeah, I didn't think I made it that obvious, but yeah, I was, like I say, I was bang up for the game. The way that I've been, I was going to say, I wouldn't say written off, but I would say written off. I think a lot of people expected Damon just to get rid of me. I think a lot of people have got short memories. I was a dart away from winning the Premier League and the Masters champion, so yeah, I had a point to prove tonight. And to Damon's sort of demise, I think that all the backing that he had from people away from the dartboard was to his demise, because I use that as massive motivation.
I know you look at social media quite a lot, and when you see the bookies had Damon as favourite, pundits tipping him, does that hurt?
No, if I'm honest, I thought Damon was the favourite for the game. He's in fantastic form. It was more the fact that I was just written off. Like I say, people have got short memories. I've been disrespected in the past, and I just think that I was disrespected. I was written off before the game, and as I'm sure that for online darts, this will be some sort of slogan, a bit of clickbait. So, no, I was like I say, I used it as massive motivation. So I hope people write me off the next game as well.
What was it like walking on? Because you were certainly the darling out there, singing your song and getting the crowd involved. Was that a spine-tingling moment for you?
Yeah. The crowd in Blackpool is always fantastic, regardless whether they sing your name or not. I think if you ask sort of 95% of darts players, they always say this is the favourite venue. So it was to have them sing my name like that. It was nice. It was, it'll take some topping in the World's one, but that was show close.
Have you had time to think about the Premier League? Obviously, we had a chance to speak to you, being literally a width or a while away from a Premier League champion. Was that tough to digest?
Yeah, it was tough, but then obviously I flew home the next day and got Michael Van Gerwen on a FaceTime asking how I'm feeling. I'm like, Mike, you're the last person I want to be seeing at the minute. But no, me and Mike get on really well, and I think if you'd have offered me that before the Premier League, I would have took it. But to be within one dart it does hurt, and especially because sort of people within darts, I threw it and I thought it was in. It's not one of them where you pull it and you think, oh, that's miles away. I thought it was in, but it's always I think it's added to my stock a little bit, and being a Premier League finalist and obviously winning the Masters, it's not a bad year so far. Back
to this match play, you're in the quarter of death. As it's been labelled, whoever comes out of this is really going to have earned their place in the final four.
Yeah. But that's the nature of the match play. I think this year is arguably the best field that we've ever had. It's there's no really weak player in it. Anyone can beat anyone. But to be handed sort of that little quarter, it is what it is. Everyone's a class player, but that looks especially. It's good for viewing. We'll put it that way. It's really good for viewing. So I think whoever gets through that has really earned the spot.
Joe, congratulations, pleasure.
Thanks a lot, Paul.
Joe, how much of a spring in your step does a result like that give you early on?
Yeah, it's good to I think I had the worst draw possible, if I'm honest. Damon's in fantastic form. So to get rid of him 10-2 is. I didn't expect to beat him 10-2. I'll be perfectly honest. I would have took 13-12 before the game started, but any win against Damon at any level is class, because he's a class operator and he's a class player as well.
A lot of talk about the heat and the temperature in the arena. I know you weren't on stage for long, but you seem to handle it pretty well.
Yeah, well, it's always easy to handle if you're in front. It's obviously I'm probably more warm now, but it's one of those. It's the same for everybody. It's a hot venue, even when it's pretty nippy outside. So the fact that we're having a heat wave and this just adds to it. But it's the same for everyone, so it's an equal playing field.
MVG or Adrian Lewis up next. Adrian obviously coming back into some great form, but would you fancy another crack at Michael after the Premier League?
Well, it's one of those. A lot of players say they don't care who they play. I think that Michael Van Gerwen's a better player than Adrian Lewis, so I'd rather play Adrian Lewis. But if it's a case that I play Michael again, then I'll be massively up for that. And like you say there, I'll be open to get one back over after the Premier League. Nice one, Jay. Cheers.
Joe, your stock's obviously risen hugely over the last 6 months or so. Do you see that with fan interactions and things like that out in the arena?
Yeah, not just in the arena. I've been. I think the Premier League is what does it. I've been to see a couple of music festivals, and it's the odd person who's actually got to be a darts fan will recognise you, but you get in the sort of regular darts fan who just comes for a day out that recognises you. So I have found it, in that way, and obviously being more local as well, around my area, people recognise you, but it's nice. That's what we play for.
Just what you said about Michael Van Gerwen and the FaceTime call. What was he like? What did he have to say?
He didn't gloat too much. He was actually laid in a hospital bed with a bandage around his wrist because he obviously just had surgery. But yeah, when I said to him, "You're the last person I want to see," he just laughed it off, and so did I. I know it wasn't anything. There was no malice in it. It was all just good humour.
Cheers.
Nice one, mate. Cheers.